Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only general reading. Always check what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's inspired in the current Scorpio season we are on. And if you would like to know more details about it, you can check in the description box or email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Taurus, it does feel that the month of November brings to you a lot of evidence in terms of information you have been looking for to back up here some of your suspicions or trust issues you have been having with relationships in your life that have been proving themselves to be perhaps toxic or just not based in the best reasons. There are shady interests with those around you that during the month of November, you're being warned, you're being shown this, you're being shown the motivations of people, you're being shown when someone desires you for who you are or desires you for what you have. It's very important that you work on raising your vibration, all right? Because it might be a little low. And I feel like it might be low because there's a lack of silence, there's a lack of meditation, there's a lack of inner focus. That might be the reason why you have not been perceiving something about someone or about the situation you should be protecting yourself from. So basically it's like maybe you have been very busy, maybe you have been very under the spell, because you have the devil energy. So the devil can be a lot of things, but sometimes it's also the spell of seduction, of attraction, of passion that keeps us or prevents us from seeing really the heart of the matter. So whatever it is, the spell that you're under, you're not able to focus in raising your awareness and your frequency to the light, because this is about opposite worlds. This is about, you have here a lot of energy of the underworld, a lot of energy of the shadow, which pertains actually to the Scorpio season. And being Scorpio, your opposite sign, it represents, among many things, it can represent our unconscious, our shadow, our enemies, the energy that we don't feel we own on ourselves, so we keep attracting. And particularly for some of you Taurus, that if you're dealing with an ex, if you're dealing with someone that for any reason might not be the best for you, if you know that you're dealing with someone that has their own agenda to be close to you, either being because of money, power, sex, addiction, whatever it is, the universe is putting a lot of alerts here for you to to be so evident that you can't deny it, that you can't second guess it. For some of you, this could be that as simple as, even if someone doesn't has the intention of doing any wrong to you, consciously hurting you, anything like that, their energy is just not right for you, not at least right now. Their energy, the way they are acting, the way they are behaving, is taking you away from your power and robbing you from light, is draining you. So the message here is that when you feel that way in November, just take a moment to consider what you're dealing with. Take a moment to be with yourself. Take a moment to be in silence. Take a moment to connect with your intuition, because it's going to tell you, right away where this protection needs to be built. For some of you, you have a very complicated karmic situation that keeps you bound to a person or to, a pattern that is so toxic that you want to break. And it feels like for some of you, Taurus, the way to break it is actually by consciously, spiritually protecting yourself from it. Is like creating this space that is completely hidden away, where the devil can get it, where the toxicity can get to it, because he can see where it is. It's almost like you have to go missing for a while from this devil in order to break free from an energy that keeps you bound to pain, to suffering, to burdens. For Taurus that are struggling with all of that, if you move into a space that is much more about your own, that is much more about resting as many times as you need, not answering if you feel like you shouldn't answer to anything. It's like you don't need to give so many. I feel like some of you Taurus do things to please others. You don't even consider how much that perhaps is costing to your soul, actually. So November is a great month to work on that, on the soul development, and on just feeling things out, feeling situations out. It is also a time where you're called to heal fear. So it could be that there's a huge fear of actually moving in a much better direction because it represents the unknown. It could be that you have settled into this belief that, it's this reality or it's nothing for me. All right, so be careful with that. Be careful with settling with conditions of life that really don't serve you, that really don't make you feel good. Even though I feel like for the majority of you is this feeling of an enemy, and this enemy is just an influence that is trying to steal from you, steal something sacred from you. When I say stealing, it could be money, but it could also be anything that it's important to you for you to function right. It could be your emotions, it could be your ideas, it could be again, your light. It feeds, this is an energy that feeds on your light, so it ends up making you feel quite empty. Pay attention to the red flags. Don't ignore red flags in November, because ultimately, again, it's a sacrifice here for your it's a sacrifice of your own. And do you know what you really what you're really sacrificing here, and for what? I feel like you don't believe you have the strength. For some of you Taurus, it's like you don't believe you have the strength to say enough when you actually do. And for you to say enough, you don't need to fight. It's like it could be so simple as you just, you go do your own thing. You don't give any justifications. You don't, you don't need to defend your happiness and your well-being. It's just you go into hiding, into silence. You go away from the eyes that you know are stealing from you. What I say is that if you know that someone has access to you somehow, either because they see you, they work with you, they deal with you, they talk with you, it's like, avoid being in contact with this person in whichever way this person tries to contact with you. For some of you, you will not be able to do this, and I can see the struggle. So it's like you will try, but you will feel like it's a very big thing to be done so easily. So what I feel is like there's a push and pull between, again, darkness and light, ongoing throughout November, and it's not clear which one here wins, if any. Because it's not clear, because the energy is so balanced between both, I feel and interpret as probably this is something you will continue to be dealing with in December, but we'll see once we get there. So I hope you have a great month. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.